Hi everyone. Today we will discuss the biomolecules. What are biomolecules first of all? So biomolecules are the organic molecules which are synthesized by the living organism, which are essential for the metabolic processes, growth as well as development of the living organism. There are various types of biomolecules, that is carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, nucleic acids, vitamins, etc. Out of which first one biomolecule is carbohydrates. So carbohydrates are the optically active polyhydroxyaldehydes or polyhydroxyketones, or after hydrolysis of the any compound they yield polyhydroxyaldehydes or polyhydroxyketones, then that compound is considered as a carbohydrates. First well-known example of carbohydrate is glucose. So what is the preparation method of glucose? So in case of laboratory, glucose can be prepared from sucrose as well as a starch. Sucrose undergo hydrolysis in presence of acidic condition. It gives glucose as well as a fructose. Molecular formula of sucrose is C12H22O11. When it undergo hydrolysis in presence of acidic condition, it forms glucose, that is C6H12O6, and fructose, that is C6H12O6. Both these molecules, glucose as well as the fructose, they have same molecular formula, but they are functional isomers of each other. Second method is from starch. So general molecular formula of starch is C6H10O5N. So starch undergo hydrolysis in presence of acidic condition at higher temperature of about 393 Kelvin and 2 to 3 atmospheric pressure. It will give n number of glucose as a final product. Chemical reactions of glucose. So first, glucose undergo oxidation in presence of Tollens reagent. The composition of Tollens reagent is AgNH3 twice plus. It is a coordination complex. Undergo hydrolysis, it will gives you gluconic acid as well as a silver mirror as a byproduct. Second oxidizing agent is glucose. When undergo oxidation in presence of failing solution followed by hydrolysis, it gives gluconic acid as a major product along with the red precipitate of Cu2O. Next, glucose undergo mild oxidation in presence of bromine water. It gives gluconic acid. Similarly, when glucose undergo oxidation in presence of dilute HNO3, it gives saccharic acid as a major product. Second chemical reaction of glucose is reduction. When glucose undergo reduction in presence of red phosphorus and hydrogen iodide or any hydrogen halide, it gives N-hexane as a major product, which confirms the presence of 6 carbon atom in the structure of glucose. When glucose undergo reduction in presence of sodium amalgam in presence of aqueous condition, it gives sorbitol as a major product. So these are the two reactions which gives evidence for the reduction of glucose. Next chemical property is reaction with hydroxylamine. When glucose undergo reaction with hydroxylamine, that is NH2OH, it gives glucoxime as a major product, which confirms the presence of carbonyl group in the structure of glucose. Next reaction is reaction with hydrogen cyanide, that is HCN. When glucose undergo reaction with hydrogen cyanide, it gives glucose cyanohydrine as a major product, which confirms the presence of again carbonyl group as a major in the structure of glucose. Next chemical property is acetylation. When glucose undergo reaction with 5 molecules of any acetylating agent like acetyl chloride or acetic anhydride, it gives glucose pentaacetate as a major product along with the 5 molecules of acetic acid as a byproduct, which confirms it contains hydroxyl group present in the structure of glucose. Next chemical property is reaction with phenylhydrazine. When glucose undergo reaction with phenylhydrazine, that is PHNHNH2, it gives glucoses and derivatives, which confirms the presence of aldehydic functional group in the structure. Second biomolecule which is included in your syllabus is amino acids. So generally amino acids are the organic molecules which contains both functional group like amino group, that is NH2, as well as carboxylic acid group in the structure. The general representation of amino acid is GCHNH2COH. Only one carbon atom which contains both the functional group, that is acid as well as amino, so that's why that compound is considered as an amino acid. That amino group is present on the alpha carbon atom of carboxylic acid, hence it is considered as a alpha amino acids. The glycine contains functional group as a H with respect to CH-NH2COH. So general molecular formula of glycine is CH2NH2COH. Alanine contain CH3 as a functional group G. Valine contains CH3 twice CH. Leucine contains CH3 twice CH CH2. Isoleucine contains CH3 CH2 CH CH3. Arginine contains NH double bond C NH2 NH CH2 thrice. Lysine contains NH2 CH2 4 times. Glutamic acid contains carboxylic acid as a functional group in case of G. So COH CH2 CH2. Aspartic acid contain COH CH2. Glutamine contain NH2 CO CH2 CH2. Aspargine contain NH2 CO CH2. Threonine contain CH3 CHOH. Serine contain OH CH2. Cysteine contain SH CH2. Methionine contain CH3S CH2 CH2. Phenylalanine contain C6H5 CH2. Tyrosine contain para-hydroxy group on aromatic ring with respect to CH2, and histidine contain CH2, nitrogen containing 5-membered unsaturated aromatic system. So these are the structural representation of your amino acids. It may generally ask in your exam, that is which amino acids contain sulfur as a heteroatom present in the structure of amino acids. So what are the amino acids which shows sulfur as a essential element? That is nothing but your cysteine as well as methionine. Likewise, question may ask on the basis of structural representation. Next biomolecule is vitamins. So generally vitamins are also the essential biomolecules. There are various types of vitamins on the basis of solubility, that is whether they are water soluble or in the form of fat soluble, means water insoluble compounds. So first vitamin is vitamin A, which is also called as a retinol or eye vitamin. It is also considered as a eye vitamin. The deficiency of eye vitamin, that is nothing but your vitamin A, causes night blindness, xerophthalmia and xerosis. Second one is vitamin B1, which is also called as a thiamine. Deficiency of vitamin B1 causes beriberi disease. Vitamin B2, it is also considered as a riboflavin or lactoflavin. Deficiency of vitamin B2 causes inflammation of tongues and chiliosis. Next one is vitamin B6, which is also called as a pyridoxine and adramine. The deficiency causes anemia, convulsions as well as shriveled skin. Next type of vitamin is vitamin B12, which is also called as a cyanocobalamin. The deficiency of vitamin B12 contain inflammation of tongue as well as mouth. Vitamin C, which is exist in the lemon, which is also considered as L-ascorbic acid. Deficiency of vitamin C causes scurvy and brittleness of bones, as well as swelling and bleeding of gums and loosening of teeth. Vitamin D, it is also considered as a sunshine vitamin, and deficiency of vitamin D causes rickets in children, control calcium and phosphorus metabolism. Next one is vitamin E, which is also considered as a tocopherol. Deficiency causes loss of sterility. And next but not least part, that is nothing but your vitamin H, which is also considered as a biotin, and deficiency of biotin or vitamin H causes dermatitis, paralysis as well as loss of hairs. Also one vitamin is there, that is vitamin K, which is also considered as a phytoquinones, and that vitamin K deficiency causes hemorrhage and lengthens times of blood clotting. Next one is another type, that is coenzyme Q10. Deficiency causes low order of immunity of body against many diseases. So these are the three vitamins we have. These are the three biomolecules which are discussed earlier. Now some important facts regarding biomolecules which may frequently ask in your competitive exams are as follows. Calorific value of foodstuffs, which is decreases is in case of biomolecules, that is in the order of fat shows higher calorific value than that of the carbohydrate, and which shows higher calorific value than that of the protein. Vitamins which are act as antioxidants are as C, D and E only. Water soluble or fat insoluble vitamins are B and C, whereas water insoluble and fat soluble vitamins are A, D, E and K. Hemoglobin is considered as a globular protein, and red color of hemoglobin is due to iron porphyrin complex, which is also considered as a heme. Energy which is stored in the living cells is in the form of ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate, which is also considered as a currency of cells. Adenosine, that contains ribose as well as adenine, which is considered as an example of nucleoside. Biological activity of proteins is due to the secondary as well as the tertiary structure of protein, and remaining primary structure only shows the metabolic activity or chemical activity. Amino acids are exist in the neutral, dipolar or zwitter ionic form, hence which possess minimum solubility in your water. Deficiency of protein causes the disease which is called as a kwashiorkor. Okay, so this is nothing but your important question regarding your exam point of view. Hydrogen bonding which are present in the nucleotides are adenine and thymine causes 2 hydrogen bonds, whereas guanine and cytosine possess 3 hydrogen bond in between them. Vitamin A synthesis in the human body, which is the source of this particular vitamin A, is considered as a carotene. A vitaminosis is a condition of multiple deficiencies which is caused by the lack of more than one vitamin. Any person which suffer from such type of deficiency, then that person suffers vitaminosis as a disease. Reducing sugars are one which reduces Tollens reagent as well as a failing solutions, means the non-reducing sugars are those which does not show any type of reduction with respect to Tollens reagent as well as failing solution. Vitamin C deficiency causes anti-scurvy, which is also considered as an anti-scurvy vitamin. Vitamin K is considered as a phyloquinone. So previously, in case of previous year questions, such questions may ask in your exams, so that's why it is mentioned here. Which vitamin K is soluble in oils as well as the fats, and its deficiency of vitamin K lengthen the blood clotting. Glycogen and amylopectins, which are considered as a branched polymer of glucose, whereas another considered as a straight chain or a linear polymer of your glucose, that is considered as a starch. DNA molecules can duplicate themselves, which is called as a replication, not duplication. Similarly, RNA contain uracil and cytosine, and DNA which is localized in the nucleus. The cofactor which gets attached to the enzyme at the time of reaction are called as a coenzymes, and the fibrous as well as globular shapes of the protein are found in only and only tertiary structure of protein, rather that of primary as well as secondary structure. In fibrous protein, polypeptide chains are held together by the hydrogen bonds as well as disulfide linkage, and the structure of glycogen is similar to that of the amylopectin. Next, vitamin B12 can be stored in our body, whereas cellulose cannot be tested by the failing solution and Tollens reagent, means it is not a reducing type of sugar. Hydrolysis of protein gives amino acids as well as the peptide bonds, that is the CONH linkage. Sucrose do not have any type of hemiacetyl group, and lysine is alpha amino acid with the structure of NH2CH24 CHNH2COH. RBCs, that is red blood cell deficiency, is due to vitamin B12, and vitamin D deficiency causes osteomalacia. Lysine is a basic amino acid, and glycine can form zwitter ionic form, which is also considered as a dipolar ion. Sucrose is only single example of non-reducing sugar which is included in your syllabus, whereas another disaccharide, that is maltose, lactose, all are considered as a reducing sugar, whereas one monosaccharide, that is glucose, is also reducing sugar. So these are some important aspects or important points regarding your biomolecule topic, which is frequently asked in your exam. So go through it, and happy learning. Thank you.